Hi everyone, and welcome to the next lesson in this series on AWS fundamentals. So today I'm just going to teach you how to enable server-side encryption on your Amazon S3 bucket. So it will be relatively short and simple, but it's still something that I want us to cover. So head over to Amazon S3. Okay, now this will be kind of a revision session for creating an Amazon S3 bucket, but I just want to explain it to you so you're aware. Okay, so we can go ahead now and create a bucket, okay? So I'm going to say create bucket. Okay, let's give our bucket a name here. So I'm just going to call this my test bucket 96. Okay, so give your bucket a name, keep the region as default, so everything here we've done before. Okay, I'm just going to turn this off for now. We don't need to really change it. And if you scroll down here, you'll see the default encryption here. So as of this moment, we have disabled server-side encryption. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to enable encryption on our bucket. So we want to keep it safe and secure. So to do that, we can just say enable. And what we can do here, we can choose an encryption type. Okay, so I won't go into too much detail here. So you can choose two ways in which you can encrypt your Amazon S3 bucket. You can utilize Amazon S3 managed keys. So this is SSE S3. Or you can utilize the AWS Key Management Service, which is SSE KMS. Now we can actually open these links here to learn more about them. So if we open them here, we'll both see that SSE, okay, and SSE KMS and SSE S3, okay, are both used for protecting our data by using server-side encryption. So we can read a little bit more here about the process and how it works for each of them and see how it's stored and everything. Now to learn SSE KMS, okay, that is a bit advanced, okay, for us. So the simplest way to do this is to utilize SSE S3, okay, so the first encryption type here. Okay, so an important thing to also mention here is with server-side encryption, okay, all of our objects, so our files that are sent to our object here, okay, are all encrypted on the server side. Okay, so just bear in mind there, because you get client-side encryption and server-side encryption. So just take note that this is going to be based on server-side encryption. Okay, so once our object is uploaded into our bucket, once it's been uploaded, okay, it will then be encrypted. Okay, so this is what I mean by the concept. All right. So that is the difference there between the two. So of course, like I said, you can read through over the documentation here just to read a little bit more about it. But just go ahead and enable server-side encryption here and create your bucket. Okay, let's just make sure. Okay, just make sure your bucket name is unique. That happens to me very often. And go ahead and create your bucket. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now if we go to that bucket, my test bucket 961, if we click on it here, okay, we will be able to see that we have encryption enabled on our bucket. Okay, so you can go ahead and check the properties section here. So if you go to properties on the tab and you scroll down, you'll be able to see that there is default encryption that's been enabled. Okay, so another thing that you can do here, if you feel you do not want encryption in this bucket, you can just say edit. Okay, and you can simply disable encryption. So let's save the changes. Okay, so you can see a message here that we've edited our encryption here. And if we scroll down, we'll see it's been disabled. Okay, but I would highly recommend for you to enable server-side encryption and use SSE S3, okay? Since that is the simplest form of encryption to use on AWS. Okay, KMS is a key management service. This is a bit more advanced, so best to keep it simple for now at least. Okay, so yeah, now we're set to encryption enabled. Perfect. Okay, so this is it. What we can do now actually, since we're going to learn something else, we can actually go ahead and delete a bucket. I never explained that before. So to delete the bucket, very simple. Make sure that you don't have objects in it. Click on your bucket and just say delete. And usually what you're going to have to do here is you can just go ahead and copy your bucket name and just say delete bucket. Okay, so if we were to refresh here, we'll see that bucket is now gone. Okay, so just something that I wanted to go over and discuss with you. So that is how you would enable server-side encryption on your Amazon S3 bucket. Thank you guys again.